Once upon a time, in a small, cozy town nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a loving father named Victor. Victor was a kind-hearted man with a warm smile, always ready to share a laugh or a hug with his young daughter. Hira was the apple of her daddy's eye, with her bright eyes, infectious giggle, and a heart as big as the moon. Hira was a curious little girl, always asking questions about the world around her. Every evening, she and her daddy would sit by the fireplace, and Victor would tell her stories of faraway lands, brave knights, and magical creatures. But Hira's favorite stories were the ones about their own little adventures together, like the time they built the biggest tree, or the time they spent the whole day flying kites at the park. As Hira grew, she noticed that the world around her was changing. She was learning new things, getting taller, and her clothes didn't fit like they used to. One day, as she was playing with her favorite doll, she looked up at her daddy with wide, serious eyes. "Daddy," she said softly, "I don't want to grow up too fast." Victor was surprised by her words. He put down his book and scooped her up onto his lap. "Why, sweetheart?" he asked gently. Hira snuggled into his arms, her voice small and uncertain. "I like being your little girl. I don't want things to change. What if I grow up and we can't play together anymore?" Victor's heart ached with love for his little girl. He hugged her tightly and kissed the top of her head. "Oh, Hira," he whispered, "no matter how big you get, you'll always be my little girl. Growing up is part of life, but it doesn't mean we stop having fun together. We'll just find new adventures, new ways to laugh and play. But what if I grow too big?" Hira asked, her eyes filled with worry. Victor smiled and lifted her up, holding her high above his head. "Even if you grow as tall as the tallest tree, you'll still be my Hira, and you know what? I'll always be right here beside you, cheering you on and holding your hand when you need me." Hira's fear began to melt away as she looked into her daddy's kind eyes. She knew that no matter how much she grew, her daddy's love for her would never change. "Okay, Daddy," she said with a shy smile. "I think I'm ready to grow up a little bit, as long as you're with me." Victor chuckled and brought her close again. "Always, my little girl, always." And so, as the days turned into months and the months into years, Hira grew. She became taller and wiser, learning new things and making new friends. But through it all, one thing remained the same: the special bond between her and her daddy. No matter how much Hira grew, she always knew that, in her daddy's heart, she would forever be his little girl. And in that small, cozy town, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, Victor and Hira continued to share their adventures, their laughter, and their love one day at a time.